Major?
Oh, I'm looking for Constable Macbeth.
This is Constable Macbeth.
Hello. You must be Constable Patterson?
Oh, gosh. Just wasn't quite sure what to expect.
Well, I do hope you're not too disappointed.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Good, good. Fetch in Constable Patterson's bags, will you, John? Or, should I call you Anne?
Oh, Anne would be super.
Well, Hamish would be super too. Come inside and I'll show you the old billet.
Right.
Old billet. You're gonna blow this, Maclean.
Hello. Hello. Where's Major Maclean?
Still asleep. Jet lag, most likely.
That's a new name for it. Didn't know you could get jet lag coming from Tenerife.
A woman who speaks her mind.
That's right.
This is all very plain.
I've had no complaints from the Major.
Perhaps I should lend a hand with the shopping in future.
In future? You're stopping for a while, then?
Oh, forever. Perry and I are getting married. Just as soon as it can be arranged.
So what's she like?
Well, she seems a nice wee lassie. A bit on the plain side for my taste.
She seems pleasant enough to me. I directed her to the police house.
I can't wait to see the new model, Hamish.
Hey, how's that looking, John?
I've got him looking like a tailor's dummy, laughter. I've even given him a pipe. To lend an air of gravitas, you know.
A pipe? You're winding us up.
Oh, cross my heart.
But what's in the pipe, John?
Oh, don't you worry about that, Barney. When that WPC finishes a week's training and writes up her notes on the experience, Constable Hamish Macbeth will shine from the pages. There'll be no references to a policeman who's gone native.
Or she'll be transferred out of here for his own good.
Exactly like you, Junior.
Ah, Professor Spenson, what can I do for you?
My key I must leave to you, Mr. Meldrum.
I'll take it.
Oh, thank you. So, a hiking I will go.
Have a good day, Professor.
Thank you.
So you've a professor staying at the Hotel Barney?
Oh, yes.
And hey, listen. Do you know what he's professor of? Well, it's certainly not English.
He is Professor of Erotic Studies at the Institute of Human Behaviour, Stockholm. Erotic Studies?
Can you imagine?
Are we decent?
Yes. Do come in.
Oh. And, who might he be, I ask myself.
Oh, this is Daddy. He's a commander in the force, as you can see, Hamish. Oh, I admire him enormously. In a world full of cynicism and increasingly lax attitudes, he strives to maintain the old values of discipline and respect.
He's, one of a dwindling band, Anne.
Oh, but a band you so clearly belong to, Hamish.
Tush, tush.
Tell me, where will you sleep while I'm here?
I thought I'd, bunk down in the old cell. I like a good firm mattress underneath me.
Oh, but this one feels so... soft. Oh, I do hope I'm not putting you out.
Good grief. Look at the time. Must be pushing on. I'll wait for you outside, shall I? Right.
What's wrong?
She fancies me.
God, she's only been here 5 minutes. Are you sure?
I was lucky to get out of there with my pants on, plus her old man's a commander in the force.
Well, hell had no fury like a commander's daughter scorned. God knows what she'll put in that report if you don't put a grin on her face.
That is the most immoral thing I've ever heard. Anyway, it's no me she fancies, it's this plonker. I'm supposed to be.
Immoral? Since when did you let stuff like that get in the way of a...
Since I learned it's not the right way to be. Anyway, it's not as if she's God's gift, is it?
Ready when you are, Hamish.
After you.
Darling, you awake?
Hmm?
I thought you might like something to eat. Keep your strength up.
Never felt stronger. And it is all thanks to you, my love.
So you say, my darling, but there was that tiny wobble in Tenerife.
I'm absolutely fine. I feel like a young bull.
Nevertheless, I'd like you to see your own doctor.
If it makes you happy, my love. How did you get on with Edie?
You know, my darling, I think we'll have to talk about Edie. But only after you've eaten that and had your dessert.
I was wondering, Hamish, if we make any arrests while I'm here, where will you sleep then?
Well, that's highly unlikely, Anne. I run a tight ship here. No one ever steps out of line in Lochdubh. Ah, some of the locals. Mr. and Mrs. Meldrum, Lackey McCrae. This is Constable Patterson. She's here for some training.
We've met, I think. And you couldn't have come to a better place. This man is a consummate policeman. It would be a sad day for this village if ever he were taken from us.
Oh, I understand your sentiments entirely, Mr. Meldrum.
You don't mind if I just check, Mr. Meldrum?
You go right ahead, Constable.
Faulty tyres can kill. .8. Spot on.
Thank God for that is all I can say. You don't want to fall foul of that man. No siree.
Must push on. Constable Patterson?
She is an absolute honey.
And she's looking for more than training, I should say.
You know, I've been thinking. Hamish is going to be at our mercy while she's here.
What do you mean?
Well, we're all members of the recently formed Police Community Liaison Committee. So I say, we start to liaise.
Who on earth is he?
That's Rorison Campbell, local grocer and volunteer lollipop man.
Why is he dressed like that?
Well, it was my idea, actually. I thought it would make him a trifle more conspicuous than the old white coat and hat.
Ah. No driver could fail to notice him in that. It's a wonderful idea, Hamish.
Listen, Rory, sorry about the uniform, but very difficult to find a new and inspired slant in the old lollipop duty.
No need to apologise. Esme's crazy about it. She's got me wearing it at home.
Edie, the major bag.
He's back, and with a floozy in tow. Some barfly that's latched onto him in Tenerife.
What?
I tell you, Hamish, when I got to the house, I found them doing some kind of devil dance. Didn't know where to look.
It'll be a holiday romance. They never last.
No, they're getting married, Rory. What's going to happen to me?
Thank you, Agnes.
Who would have thought it, eh? The Major of all people.
Maybe he's lonely, Barney.
Aye. Rattling about in that big house. Can't be a lot of laughs. But at least it's bound to be true love.
What do you mean?
Well, this dame. She can't be a gold digger. The Major's penniless.
But does she know that?
Oh, but I mean, you can't know for sure that she'll give you the heave.
I don't like that woman, Lachlan, and she knows it. She'll give me the heave right enough. And God knows, though the Major doesn't pay much, I need the money. What'll I do, Lachlan?
Well, you could always get yourself a man. Somebody to share life's burdens with you, you know.
I've been on the shelf a long time, Lachlan.
But you never know, Edie. Where there's life, there's hope. That's what I always say.
Hamish, I would like you to meet my bride-to-be, Serena St. Clair.
How'd you do?
I do very well, thank you. Seriously, I'm really glad to meet you, Hamish. Perry speaks very highly of you.
Well, I hold Perry in high regard myself.
Darling, why don't you and Hamish have a chat while I go and make us some coffee?
Wow. Isn't she something? She's,
something, all right.
Oh. We met at a ball in my hotel. A night I'll never forget. The band were playing Ravel's Bolero. I looked across the room, and there she was.
It's sort of become a tune, Bolero.
So you met her on holiday?
Yes, yes. She has a villa on the island.
Her own?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She's a woman of some means, Hamish.
Major, does Serena know about your financial situation? I mean, you know, from the outside, you know, the land, the house. A stranger could get the wrong impression.
Hamish, when you're with a woman like Serena, you tend to forget your life of genteel penury. And why? Because it doesn't matter. We are purely and simply in love.
Yeah, but...
What?
But nothing as long as you're happy.
Happy. Hamish, I am ecstatic. I am reinvigorated, reinvented, reborn. Did I say about my legs?
Your legs?
Yes. Now, I have beautiful legs. I'm in my middle years, and I have the legs of an 18-year-old boy. She saw it. Now, isn't it amazing?
Major, I just don't know how to respond to that, really.
Darling, coffee.
Yes, coming, darling. Come on. We both have something we would like to ask you.
Good evening. Hi there. Evening all.
Barney, get Hamish a pint. So, have you been over there?
Just back.
What's she like?
Good for the Major.
So when's the big day, Hamish?
Well, just as soon as the registrar can fit them in. And I am to be best man.
So it's going to be a big do, is it?
No, just the ceremony. Then Serena and the Major are going to pop home for a quiet celebration.
Oh.
Yeah. Agnes, could I have a word? That's me. Right. What it is, I was wondering if you could maybe help me with a wee problem. You being women, I mean.
Of course, Hamish.
Good. Right. Do you know that WPC Patterson?
She wants your body.
How do you know that?
I saw her looking, Hamish.
Me too. And that is as bad a case of the Hots as I have ever seen.
So what do you think I should do?
You mean you don't know?
No.
Well, you could speak to Professor Svensson over there.
Good idea. He might have some educational books with illustrations and things.
Show you how to go about it, Hamish.
What bits go where, things like that.
All right, I see. OK, so I come for a bit of help, and this is what I get. Ridicule. I'm trying to show a bit of restraint here, you know what I mean? Trying not to take advantage of that young woman. Assist her, ladies.
We know you are, Hamish. It's an admirable thing you're doing.
So, we've had a word with John, and we've suggested something to him.
Some people here are optimistic about the future, but many more are apprehensive and even fearful, raising yet again the whole question of land ownership in the Highlands. Isabel Sutherland for the Highlands Today. Owners of the Glendoran estate in a dozen years, and despite repeated inquiries...
Something of interest, Mr. McKeever?
Oh, yes, the presenter.
Some people here are
She's a local girl.
But many more are apprehensive and
She left to go into newspapers and then came up north to do that.
To Lochdubh?
No. Inverness. That's Hamish's tape, actually. They were close, you know. I think he's still carrying a torch for her.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Eh?
Well, Hamish is steeped in the ethos of the Force. A copper's copper. The Force feeds him, clothes him, even puts a roof over his head. And people like Hamish, well, they tend to look to it to provide them with a partner also. Which is probably why that relationship failed.
Oh. Oh, well, back to the drawing board then.
Give me the strength to be a good man. Oh, please.
I would like to bring this meeting of the Police Community Liaison Committee to order by formally welcoming WPC Patterson to Lochdubh.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The agenda, Hamish.
The what?
The agenda, man.
Ah, the old agenda.
And you'll see that there is only the one item there, Hamish.
Transport.
What about transport?
Well, whilst we recognise the need for a Land Rover, given the local terrain, Hamish...
It nevertheless has the adverse effect of rendering you, on occasion, remote from the community. You just sort of whiz by, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Do carry on.
So we thought, that is the Police Community Liaison Committee thought, that were you to vary your mode of transport, that might alleviate the problem.
And what exactly did you have in mind?
Hamish! Isn't it wonderful?
Splendid. Every single last one of you is a dead man.
Oh, we must try it straight away, just to get the hang of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You will, of course, be riding Lochdubh fashion, Hamish.
Lochdubh?
Ladies at the front, Hamish.
They do say that Lochdubh's population explosion in the 30s was not unconnected to the popularity of the tandem at the time.
What can he mean?
Hamish. That scenery.
Yeah.
Would you like to stop for a while?
No.
Seems okay there. And you definitely have no history of blackouts, Major?
No, none. And 1 minute I was sitting on the hotel balcony, and the next I was lying on the bathroom floor.
What did the doctor in Tenerife say?
Oh, nothing. Serena called and called. The man just never came out. Well, when I seemed to make a full recovery, I just put it out of my mind.
No nausea? Nothing like that?
No.
Nothing like it since?
Nothing.
I think we should take a blood sample. Have it looked at.
Artichoke hearts, quail's eggs, caviar, verve clicquot and bolly.
Oh, yes. Verve is Perry's favourite bubbly, but I'm afraid I react terribly badly to it.
Oh.
Dreadful rash on every centimetre of my body.
So you'll be the bolly person?
That's right. Slips down a perfect treat and no ill effects.
Well then, it's verve and bolly. Half bottles?
Of course. I practice moderation in most things, Mr. Campbell.
Oh.
Would tomorrow be too soon to pick this up?
Tomorrow would be fine.
Thank you.
Edie?
Rory?
Rory, the Major can never afford all this.
Maybe not, but she can. And when they're married, what's hers is his, right? And vice versa. If I'm not mistaken, that was a Hermes scarf she was wearing. She's not short of a bob or two.
Oh, good God, will she never go to sleep?
She's got things on her mind, Hamish. Maybe she's gone to sleep with the light on.
Oh, well, I'm not going to put it out.
Afraid of what you might accidentally say.
There's nothing accidental about it, Lachlan. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Hamish, look.
Oh, thank God.
Give her 37 minutes.
37 minutes?
That's as long as Agnes has ever lasted. And when she's in the mood, she's got as much determination as any young policewoman.
Better make it 40. She's a younger woman.
Right you are.
Late getting in last night, Hamish. No trouble, I hope.
No, I was just
At the Major's.
At the Major's.
Practising to be best man.
Practising to be best man.
You know, it says a great deal about you, Hamish. That such an important figure in the community should ask you to be his best man. It just says so much.
Ah, Edith.
Yes?
Oh, Edie.
She sent you to do the dirty work, hasn't she?
She is going to be my wife, Edith.
I'll stay till you're married. Is that all right, Major?
Yes, oh yes, that would be fine. I am so very sorry.
Have you enough sugar in your tea, Constable?
Splendid, Mrs. Maldon, splendid.
Oh, and mine. Thank you. Professor, that you off?
Yes, to home I must be going, I'm scared.
No, I'm afraid.
You too? Huh.
Well, bon voyage.
Oh, thank you.
No, let me give you a hand.
Thank you. Thank you, young gentleman. Hey! 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 That is Lottie Larue!
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that is Lottie Larue. She was star woman in Swedish film, Kiss of the Mantis, 1977. I've seen that film 1,000 times. Yeah, I'm telling you for sure, that is Lottie Larue. And she has a butterfly on her bump.
Lottie Larue?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One film, and then gone. Phew, no more Lottie Larue.
What kind of film?
No, not pornography. No, but very erotic, yes. Lottie Larue.
Ah, Mr. McRae. Just a man.
Hamish, if it's about the tandem...
No. It's about a film, Lackey. I thought you being a film buff, you might be able to tell me how to get hold of a film.
Well, with a bit of luck, you could sit down in front of my computer. I have the wherewithal to punch up dialogue, storylines, scenes, the whole film, maybe.
Amazing. That was fantastic. Do you mind if I just have a wee go?
Aye, help yourself. But why the sudden interest?
I'm just checking on something, Lackey. Something official.
Oh, well, I'll leave you in peace then.
Okay. Major.
I saw the butterfly, Hamish. I saw the butterfly.
What did I tell you? Now I have to get you home and into bed because you've got a very, very early start in the morning.
What? Isn't this a bit of a leap to make?
Call it a copper's instinct.
Oh.
Where's Constable Patterson?
Gone.
Gone? Where?
I'm not telling you. Any of you. Let's just say our duties elsewhere will take up a fair bit of our time here.
Why won't you tell us?
Well, so some smart Alec can contact her and bring her back? No, thank you.
Hello. Hamish! Major. Wonderful news. The registrar called to say she just had a last-minute cancellation. Serena and I can get married tomorrow.
Oh, that's good news, Major. Thank you. I've seen your intended and you're a very lucky man.
Well, you know what this means, Major?
What?
It's your stag night.
Damn me.
Such wonderful things to you. We would have such wonderful things to do if you were the only girl in the world and I was the only boy.
Friends, dear friends, a song encapsulating the wonderful evening in Tenerife when my bride-to-be, Serena, and I first met. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What were the chances?
Edie? What's the story, lass?
I'm being let go. Ugh, I don't blame the Major. I doubt if he'll have a mind of his own from here on in. No, this is hard doing.
Nil desperandum, Edie. Nil desperandum. Eh?
Strangers in the night.
Please repeat after me. I solemnly and sincerely declare that I, Serena Sinclair, accept you, Roderick Peregrine Maclean, as my lawful husband, to the exclusion of all others.
I solemnly and sincerely declare that I, Serena Sinclair, accept you, Roderick Peregrine Maclean, as my lawful husband to the exclusion of all others.
Let me be the first to congratulate you, Major, and Mrs. Maclean.
And thank you, my darling, for making me so very, very happy. Oh, a great, great day, Hamish, and I'm so glad you're here to share it.
Pleasure's mine, Major. Pleasure's mine. Mrs. Maclean?
Well, I think I'll be taking my wife home now, Hamish.
Where will you go?
Hair of the dog, I think.
Excuse me, Major, if you could just bear with me a while longer. There are some forms to be filled in.
Where have you been? We're all waiting for the news.
What news? They're married, probably on their way home by now.
What news? What news? What was she wearing, Hamish?
A frock, what do you think?
Oh, what kind of frock, for goodness sake? Was it white? Cream, long, black, short, what?
You know, I never noticed.
Typical bloody man.
I was overcome by the emotion of it all.
I can't stand it any longer. Macbeth, you'll have to tell us what you've done with that wee lassie.
Nope.
Damn you, man. We'll all promise not to interfere.
Oh, you promise?
Hey,
Promise. We promise.
Okay. Right, you know that language college in Inverness?
Oh, I know it.
Right, well, she's there, working night and day and far too late at night to come driving all the way back, so I got her digs. Out of my own pocket, I might add.
But what's she working at, Hamish?
Well, she's looking at photographs in foreign newspapers, looking for a needle in a haystack. Worse, a needle that isn't even in the haystack.
Hamish, could you be a bit less opaque?
I discovered that the Major's wife had made a film, right? A sort of low-budget Swedish thing about a woman who travels Europe and then marries moderately wealthy men and then starts bumping them off. So, I asked Constable Patterson, How does a woman like the lovely Serena afford her kind of lifestyle when, as far as we know, she hasn't worked for 20 years? What if, I wondered out loud, Serena had started to act out her part in real life?
What, marry men and bump them off for their money?
Right.
So she's scanning the papers for evidence of Serena's past crimes?
Right again.
Oh, she must be easily swayed if she bought that, Hamish.
Well, I mean, she had her doubts, but I gave her the good copper's instinct line, you know.
Oh, you take these through to the lounge and I'll bring in the caviar.
All right. But don't keep me waiting long, Mrs. Maclean.
So how did this woman get rid of her man, Hamish?
Electrocution, car crash, domestic accident. Oh, see, the last one. The last one was particularly nasty. She poisons the guy, right? Poisons the guy on their wedding day. Nasty.
I don't buy it. I mean, the poison would show up in the post-mortem, wouldn't it, Doc?
Very probably.
No. She poisons the guy, then dumps his body at the bottom of a lake for a year.
It might work. There wouldn't be a lot left to do a PM on.
Nah, but surely people would be suspicious. A man disappearing on his wedding day.
No, prior to the wedding, she slips the guy a Mickey. He collapses, the doctor comes and establishes the fact that the guy is prone to blackouts. Clever.
The, Major had a blackout. In Tenerife. He asked me to see him about it.
Come on, I just made the whole thing up to get rid of Anne.
Who's on the bell here, look?
Me, Daddy.
Darling, could you come in a minute? Ah, darling, Edith's come to collect some things, and I thought you might like to say what we had agreed.
Of course. I hope there are no hard feelings and that we can remain friends.
Goodbye, Major. I'll just get my things from the kitchen and be on my way.
Well, I did try.
Oh, of course you did, darling. Of course you did.
But what if the doctor carried out tests after the first blackout?
The drug would show up, wouldn't it?
Depends how long it was before the man went to see his doctor.
Well, in the film, the woman only pretends to phone the doctor. I mean, the guy recovers, feels okay, wants to forget all about it.
Hamish, according to the Major, Serena tried to telephone the doctor in Tenerife, but the man never showed up.
What? This is ridiculous. You got me as paranoid as yourself.
Hamish!
Anne.
Hamish, I think you were right.
Yeah?
Look, that is her, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It could be.
I got it from Le Monde in 1989. Well, with a different name, but the woman's husband was electrocuted accidentally.
Come on. I am dying of thirst.
Oh.
We've got to be wrong, surely. We'll soon know.
Cheers, my love.
Cheers, my darling.
Oh, wedding cake.
Oh, get it later.
I want it now. Any minute now.
Serena, we have visitors. What's going on?
We think it's poison, Major.
She's in the kitchen.
Come on, Maclean. Get your voice. Sorry, you've had too many tenants teach.
Hamish!
She's dead, Hamish.
What? Serena!
Steady, Major, boss. Steady.
Wait, somebody tell me what is going on here.
I think she was trying to poison you, Major. And that she's murdered others.
Let me through. Let me through here. Let me... Oh, my God. What have I done?
What have you done?
I only wanted to give her a rash. Just a rash for her allergy.
Wait a minute, just take it easy. Tell us what happened.
It was to be my parting shot, Hamish. I'd steamed some labels off empty champagne bottles. I didn't think I'd get a chance, but when I came in here and saw the bottles in the ice bucket, I stuck the old labels on them. I stuck the Verve label on the bolly and the bolly label on the Verve.
So the Major drank the bolly, thinking it was the Verve.
And she drank the Verve, thinking it was the bolly.
She drank her own poison, Major. You're a very lucky man.
What kind of person?
Oh, Major, now, just you come with me. Come away, Major. This way. Come on.
Stay with her, don't we? Sure, Hamish.
Poor man.
He'll get over it.
Of course, there is an upside to all of this.
What's that?
Well, she was the Major's legal wife, so everything she's got is his.
You mean like yon villa in Tenerife? We better start looking out the sunblock then.
Just came to say goodbye.
Okay.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you let me take full credit for this?
Well, I told you. You give me a glowing report, and I'll make you the most famous rookie of all time.
Yes. Oh, look, please, it's not that. Is it?
No. You see, I want to be here, Anne. And to do that, I have to keep a low profile.
I see. Well, thanks for telling me. You know, I think I like the real you even better than the person you pretended to be. Aye.